Yo, yo. How we doing? How we doing? Happy Thursday. Yeah. Sheesh. Can't even remember the day. Grab this. I can make sure stuff is charging my telephone. Make sure it's charging. I like this stuff. Yeah, happy Thursday. Man, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day to be playing some good old Pokemon XD, and not just any version of Pokemon XD. We talking Pokemon XD, the director's cut. Okay, the director's cut. Now we gonna get into it. I'm not gonna hold us up yapping. I'll yap as we play. But if you are a long time viewer of the channel, you will know this little bit of lore. But for those who are new, let me get y'all game audio. Haha. All right, there you go. There you go. That should be better for y'all. Um, for those of you who are new, the first game I ever streamed on Twitch, or started when I started streaming, was Pokemon Coliseum. So Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD, two of my favorite Pokemon games in existence, right? They literally occupied so much of my childhood. I remember putting countless hours in over the weekends on my GameCube, which I still have, playing these games. And funny enough, right? I never, as a kid, I had never beaten Coliseum. So when I streamed Coliseum, when I first started streaming, that was my first time ever like fully beating the game, like all the way through, doing everything I could, making my teams. Um, Now XD Gale of Darkness I've beaten several times. Between the two, XD Gale of Darkness just has my heart. Like, this game is just so 10 out of 10, chef's kiss. And so I remember when I first streamed, I did Coliseum, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to like save XD Gale Darkness for like something special, maybe a stream anniversary, whatever the case may be. And then things happen. There's gonna be a lot of I'm not gonna hold y'all. There's gonna be a lot of like pauses for the music because the music is just hold on. Let me cause y'all I gotta turn this up a little bit so y'all can bask in the ah 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 yo, like they ain't have to go this hard on the music, right? So I was gonna save this for something super, like something special. Things happened. I went on a whole journey on about doing different things with stream, and a couple weeks ago when I got back into streaming, uh, I was just had a Pokemon itch, right? And I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do, and so I figured, now is a good as time as any to play XD Darkness. And in the same vein, I had been, oh, there's fairy types in this. Okay, that's nice. Moonblast. Okay, this is updated. So I had been on the forums, like Poke community forums and all that, and I had seen people talking about this, and I had seen this mentioned. I think I saw a reel of somebody talking about XD Yellow Darkness, the director's cut, and how it just came out not too long ago, and it was super good. Maybe it came out in October, I don't know, but it's recent regardless. And I was like, oh, well then, So I played. There's another ROM hack called Pokemon XD XG, so next generation, and that's a ROM hack, updated ROM hack, adds more up to date mechanics, adds fairy type. I think there's a lowland forms in that ROM hack as well. Excuse me. So I had played that like on my own, and I really enjoy that version of it. So I was thinking, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just play like, regular old XD, and then I saw the stuff about director's cut, and I was like, nah, I gotta go with the director's cut. See how it's different from XG. See how it's different from the base game. So that's what we doing today. We gonna have a lot of fun with it. I hope y'all had a great week so far. It's Thursday. We're almost there. One more day of work. I know my week this week was. It wasn't too bad. It's that first week after the holidays. So it's a little bit of a mix, right? You got some people who are coming in on 10,000, not 10,000, because there's all the stuff like maybe they were out for a couple of weeks, the end of the year on vacation, so they weren't reading emails and stuff, and so they're getting caught up. And then it's kind of like one of those things where it's like their emergencies start to become your emergencies, and it's just like, okay, no, that's not how this works. Like, yeah, I worked through the holidays, and you know I mean, I still like, there wasn't too much to do, but I was kind of on top of stuff. So I've had a few run-ins, I'll say, with people. They've been on 10,000. I've just been like, all right. Like, oh man. But then, of course, the majority of people are just like, oh, you're coming back from break? How's it been? How was your holiday? How was your new year? Everything good? You know? And taking it easy. So work has been kind of slow for me. We're getting some stuff. I'm getting some stuff started up, and I think I'll have a bit more stuff to do next week. Be a bit more engaged in work and stuff. So, you know, we're grinding it up and getting back to regular pace, which I don't mind necessarily, because I think coming off the holidays, it's hard, right? Especially a holiday like Christmas. I don't know about y'all. One of my favorite holidays, no, my favorite holiday time of the year is Christmas time. Generally, I think I've talked about this on stream before. Generally, just because I feel like everybody's in better spirits around the holidays. People are generally nicer, right? More, I don't want to say more pleasant to be around, because I'm not trying to make it seem like people are a pain, right? Like, we all can be, but like, and more so just saying, people are generally more pleasant, have better spirits about them. So I really love the holidays. I love Christmas. So, yeah, it's just my favorite holiday season. So I know I definitely did not want to come back to work in the same manner. I was kind of spoiled because I got to work from home 2 weeks. Oh, PDA. Okay. Oh, okay. This is different. So I'm not gonna. I'll read some of the dialogue, but I think I'll just kind of yap as we play. But yeah, I'll just read some of the dialogue. I won't read it all. I'll if you want to read, you're free to pause. If you're watching this again on YouTube, when I upload this to YouTube, by the way, yeah, if you didn't know, I have YouTube. Right now, just uploading VODs and stuff, but soon come actual videos as I, ramp up and start to get into editing and making reels and all that good stuff. So check out the socials, check out the link tree. The YouTube's on the link tree, my Instagram's on the link tree. You can find all that stuff there. But yeah, I'll just read kind of stuff that I peep out as new, and yeah, we'll enjoy. But I was talking about not wanting to come back to work, and I think I a lot of people share that sentiment of like, man, it was nice to be off. Like I said, I worked from home for 2 weeks, so it was just nice to kind of be in the house. um, it just takes, do your day as you do your day, not have to get up and get dressed and go to the office and sit at the office for 8 hours or whatever, and then make your way back home in traffic or whatever, so I'm happy. I'm happy that I got to do that, but it did kind of spoil me a little bit because I'm like, please, I want that back. And it's lucky though, because I get to work hybrid, so, and I'm just waiting on like the approval that I can start working hybrid, so I can get 2 days at home, so I get a little bit of that. But let's see. Welcome to Pokemon XD DX Director's Cut. This ROM hack provides the player with lots of items, money, and Pokemon. Don't be afraid to use them. You'll get plenty more. Find Bill to continue the story. Good luck and have fun. Okay, all right. That's new. That's new. That's not what that usually says in the game. Okay, we get 5 potions. Do I have Pokemon on me already? Let's drop a save state to start. Okay. PDA strategy memo. We got $5,000 to start, and I just love the character design in both Coliseum and XD Gale Darkness. Like these characters, all of the characters really, but like the main character, Chef's Kisses, like genius sorority. Cooking. Okay, all right. So we got a little bit of a different UI too. Like I kind of mess with this. It's kind of like a space theme. But we got a level 1 Poochyena, which is dark fighting now. So I'll let you know, I read some of the changes. Like I didn't want to go through all of the changes because I kind of want stuff to be, new and unfamiliar to me and figure stuff out along the way. But I did read some of them. And this is one of the changes I did see. I did see that I saw that Might Yena, the evolution of Poochyena, was dark fighting. I didn't realize Poochyena was going to be dark fighting as well. So that's a really cool change. And then, yeah, we do have the fairy type included in the game, which is new, right? You figure XD and Coliseum came out, man. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let's see. When did XD come out? XD Gale. Because I'm curious. XD Gale Darkness came out 2005. So my sister was born in 2005. Right? I was 8. Right? So we now have fairy types in a game that came out in 2005, which is super duper dope. And we have Skitty, so level 1 as well. Competitive as its ability. And then Intimidate. Okay. All right. I mess with it. So we get Return, Low Kick, Glare, Pursuit. And then Disarming Voice, Return, Baby Doll Eyes, and Helping Hand. Okay. I rock with this. It's different, right? Because usually in XD you start off. So in base XD you start off with just a Eevee, similar to, well, in Coliseum you start off with an Umbreon and an Espeon, but XD you start off with an Eevee, and then shortly after you catch a Tailo. And then in XG, which again is a ROM hack of XD Gale of Darkness, you start off with an Eevee and a Zigzagoon. So we're just diversifying what we're starting up with. So we said the memo said find Bill. Startled me. This is the same. Looking for Jovi. Supposed to be playing hide and seek. She's in around. Dr. Kaminko's. All right. And then this is a really cool feature that I like in these games as well, as like when they tell you about a new place that you have to go. I like that they bring up like the whole map of the region, and then they just put that marker there, so you get to kind of see the region as a whole and where stuff is in relation to other things as well, which I think is really cool. So let's go back out. Let's go to Dr. Kaminko's, and we will be well on our way. Oh, I have to go down, right? Yeah. I have to go down. And then, yes, out these doors, out the front door. And we're good to go. I think we can battle him, right? Uh-huh. How about a real battle for a change? Yeah, let's battle. Let's see what levels he has. Hopefully he has the same levels as me, because if not, it's going to be a rough go for your boy. Okay, and Abra. Oh, single battle. Level 3. Yikes. And I don't... Okay, I do have a dark type move. I have Pursuit. So let's do Pursuit. Oh, that's going to hit hard because you wanted to swap out. One hit knockout. We love that. I'm glad I decided to battle him and get some levels early. Okay, level 2. Do we get another one? Oh, wait. It's like we have XP share. So everybody gains XP. That's nice. That's actually really nice. That's one of the downsides of these games. Again, when they came out, right? Oh, and I'm just realizing too, like, look at where the Pokemon or the Pokemon like sprite is, the picture. I'm just realizing that it's outlined in the color of whatever type the Pokemon is. That's really cool. That's another nice little UI change that this game had, this ROM hacks made, which is super dope. Let's paralyze this. Okay, Peck. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That did significant damage. Actually, I should probably switch out to Skitty and just start blasting it with fairy type moves, right? Speed boost Dratini? Oh, brother. Okay. Let's get Skitty out here. And let's just mollywop this thing. Okay, pack again. It is paralyzed. But the speed boost, though. So it should be back to, like, normal speed, right? Because paralyze half speed, I think. So we'll do... Yeah, we're just going to do Disarming Voice. Aqua Jet. Interesting. So I think some moves got custom animations, maybe? And then other ones they just reused. Like maybe they swapped out some moves for other moves. Let's do... Because I feel like that's something I've seen before. That move animation. Okay. Cool. Why does it stand up straight like that? Stands at attention. Well, he really is tough. Yeah, man. I don't know who you thought who you thought you was dealing with. It's an eye opener. You become a lot tougher without me noticing. Use the battle sim system. Yeah, you should, bro. Trying to switch out that Abra on me. Not thinking. Gotta think. Gotta think. Gotta predict. Not thinking that I have Pursuit. Now, I am curious, though. It's like, do we... I think it's cool that we have a Poochyena and a Skitty. But part of me is like, kind of missing... Where's my Eevee? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my Eevee. Alright, so we're going to Kaminko's house. We did get one level off of those. We're level 2. Good old Kaminko. I'm not gonna lie to you either. This place really used to freak me out as a kid. There's just something about the ambiance, the music, all of it that just gave me the creeps. And so I really avoided trying to come here unless I absolutely had to. Oh, it's Chobin. You must be a burglar. I love how he just assumes we're trying to rob the place. Like, I think if I was a robber, I don't think I'd be walking through the front door. I think I'd try to sneak around the back. Chauvin is the name. Chauvin's #1 assistant, Dr. Kaminko. Flying through the skies, little Einsteins. Climb aboard. Get ready to explore. There's so much to find. Little Einsteins. I don't remember the rest. What's up, Dimply? How you doing? Happy Thursday. Only assistant, #1 assistant. Chobin sounds like a graduate student. Okay, wait. Are these all just single battles? That's gonna be so weird too if these are all just single battles. Like that's also a part of the nostalgia that I miss. I'm gonna miss if these aren't double battles. Like double battles are what made these games so iconic. Going ahead and join your local choir? Nah. They don't need me. They don't need me there. I'll just be bringing the vibes down. All right, we're paralyzed. We hit this little kick though. No knockout. About half. Little less than half. We'll low kick again. Let's see how much Thunder Shock does to us. 5. Okay. Not bad. Not terrible. Not terrible. Ooh, close. Close. I wish I had like quick attack or something. So we should do another 5. So we're sitting at 4. Yeah, okay. Alright. And of course we're paralyzed. So we'll swap to Skitty. Hopefully he doesn't have like a mirror shot. I mean, it's a level 3, so I'm sure it doesn't, but you never know. You gotta call these things out. Oh. Here we go. I don't even know what to do. Probably. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. He's on like 1, right? Competitive. I should have just went baby doll eyes. I do like that animation a lot too. Easy. All right. Good deal. I love how it just kind of skips them too. Or I guess it skips the ones that aren't on the screen. That makes sense. Okay. Level 3. Alright, well, both of our mons are paralyzed. And of course you have a Beldum. This could be rough. Very, very rough. Very, very, very rough. Alright. Hit wrong button. I honestly don't know what to do here. Maybe disarming voice because we got the boost. Let's see how much confusion does to us. Okay. We were at 12. So it did 5. We can take another one. Didn't do anything even with the boost. Oh no, I might just have to keep Skitty out here. And I think the play is to keep Skitty out. I do have potions. I just thought about this. I guess that's the thing though. Am I doing... I don't necessarily want to do this as a Nuzlocke. But I could, right? But that's the thing about doing these types of games as Nuzlocks. I'm not too familiar with like how the community does their Nuzlocke rules for like Coliseum and XD. I guess it'd just be something like you encounter the shadow Pokemon, you can only encounter it once. If you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't. But what if somebody has multiple shadow Pokemon? Then can you only catch one? I don't think I really want to do that if this is my first time playing it through. So yeah, no, we won't Nuzlocke this. Yeah, we won't Nuzlocke this. So we'll use items and stuff and try and make it work. How we make it work. All right. So yeah, I think I should. Okay, I should hit. I should use another one, and I should heal up Poochyena, so that's a nice competitive boost again. When Skitty goes down, Poochyena can come in and do some big damage. Yeah, let's go disarming voice. That kind of sucks. That's all right. That's all right. Skitty holding her own, and we appreciate that. Okay, all right. Let's see how much this confusion does now. It was doing 5 before. It's doing 8 now. And we're confused. That's great. I love that for us. And we hurt ourselves on confusion. I love that too. Oh, okay. Yeah, well then, yeah, I think the plan, you just let Skitty go down here, right? And then, because what, it has confusion, it has metal sound, it has light screen. It maybe has tackle. So, Poochyena can, like, clean this up easily. I probably could just swap Poochyena in earlier. I was thinking I could do some stuff with Skitty and... yeah, I didn't think it all the way through, to be honest. That's alright. We'll finish it here. It's rough that they start you out with level 1 Mons, though. Not gonna lie. And we just got unlucky this battle with the paralysis. The double paralysis at that. On both of our Mons. Alright, pursuit. Bow. Alright, cool. We good. Alright, Poochyena level 4. Can I get like bite or something? Quick attack. Chopping loss. Anyways, call him Chobin, Choppin. Shobin. Do you pronounce this? Do you pronounce the CH like a ch or a sh? Chobin angry, even though Chobin lost, you're not going past him. So, like, I just want to know, because he sits here and says closer observation. Like, you telling me you looked at me the whole battle, and you looked at me this whole battle, and you didn't realize who I was? That's crazy. I wish you spoke up right away. Well. Now. This here. Questions. I have questions. We see what my character looks like. We see what Jovi, little girl, blue, my sister, we see what she looks like. The lady at the lab in the pink dress is our mom. I have questions. Like, I mean, we could be adopted, right? Big brother got lost. Oh, of course, Jovi. of course. If you don't have a younger sibling, or I guess another way to say it would be if you're not an older sibling, sometimes it's just easier if you you agree with your younger sibling. There'd be sometimes my sister will be talking about stuff. I'm like, yep, whatever you say, kid, because they just think they right. Sometimes, not all the time, but the younger siblings, there's something about them. Something about them. Will you have a Dr. Kamiko's invention? Sure, why not? I just like how we be standing there, stanced up too, just. Oh, little jump. All right, let's go. Like, they did not have to go this hard on the music in this game. All of the music, right? Like, usually in Pokemon games, there's some of the music that I'm like, it's all right. It's all right, you know. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's a Pokemon song. You know, it's in the game. I'll listen to it while I'm playing it. But this Coliseum are them ones, right? Where every song in this game slaps. Right? This song, like every area song just slaps. You come from Pokemon HQ Lab. Name's Mitch. I run the part shop in Gateon Port. How's Professor Crane? Tell him that his machine part is ready. Cool. Dr. Prime Majin, what's up, bro? How you doing? I ain't talked to you in a minute. How you been? Happy New Year. It's funny drawings to read the detailed drawing of a weird machine. Going home. Yep. Yeah, you gotta show me how to get home, girl. I lost my way. What's good, man? Hey, man, nothing much. Chilling, hanging out, living life, working, trying to make that money, you know? Same old, same old. How about you? What's up with you? All right, what we got? We got mail. Traveled far in your search for Javi. Come back to the lab. I need your help with something. Cool. Big bet. Yep. Take me home, Javi. Take me home. What's that one gospel song? Take me to the king. And I ain't even gonna try. I ain't even gonna try and guess who made that song. If y'all were here on Monday, I made like such a huge blunder in terms of songs. It was funny. I made a reel of it, and I made a clip of it, and I'm gonna turn it into a reel, and upload it because that it was so so embarrassing, but it was funny. Big brother was lost, so Joey brought him here. He'd be crying by now saying he can't go home. Yep, that's exactly correct. Absolutely. Been chilling. How are you, man? I'm good. I can't complain. You know. Started a new job in October. And it was been a transition, right? It's been quite the transition because I'm not in academia anymore, and I'm out in industry. So, has Aiden said anything about Stack Machine? No. Doing what? Yeah. So I'm an engineer. I'm a water. What's my actual role? Like process engineering, and in wastewater and drinking water, or water and wastewater is like the formal title. I'm like a share between both departments, and so I do a lot of you know, working with utilities and helping them out with their engineering challenges and helping them essentially just try to accomplish their goals of providing water or treating water in some way, shape, or form. So the learning is amazing. Oh yeah, I'm learning a lot, even though it's a transition because it's very different from academia. It's more applied, not so much like academia is a lot of, you learn the stuff and then you're trying to do research with it, and like you can do application stuff, but sometimes a lot of it is very fundamental lab scale work that you're doing, just to try and tease stuff out, theories and stuff like that. But yeah, this is very much more applied, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and I'm learning a lot, working on a lot of stuff that I hadn't had the chance to work on. So it's all learning and getting used to it, and then just getting used to corporate environment. Academia is very relaxed. It's so weird, right? Academia is relaxed, and at the same time, it's not relaxed at all. So it's a weird like paradox. But I think academia, there's a different, I'll just say there's a different level of flexibility. I can't say there's more or less. It's just a different level and a different type of flexibility than you have in corporate, right? Because corporate at the end of the day is like, we trying to make a profit, trying to make a dollar, right? Somebody, when is there a doctor in the house, you can be like, I'm a doctor. The pause, like, not that kind of. Yo, yes, literally. There have been times I haven't been in a situation where somebody needed like a medical doctor, but there have been times where people have been like, "Oh, like I think we need a doctor for this," or like somebody call a doctor, and they're like joking around. I'm like, "I'm right here," and they're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah, I have my PhD though, so I'm not good medically." Or people like some people like True and Solomon, they'll be like, "Yo, my knee be hurting today. Like, what's up? Help me out." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm not that kind of doctor." But it is nice to have the credentials of doctor. All right, I get 50. That's a lot. That is a lot. It's like yeah. The like flexibility is flipped because it's like I was talking to my boss about um taking off. This was like a couple weeks after I first started talking about taking off or something. And I'm fortunate because I have a boss who's very much so just like, I don't care, just get your work done, and as long as you got people to cover you while you're out, and when you don't have a big deliverable, do you. So it's like there is a level um of enhanced flexibility, but at the end of the day, it's still like, you can't abuse it, so to speak. Are you one of those doctors that be like, you better say doctor before my last name? It depends on who I'm talking to, right? So like at work, whenever we're in meetings and stuff, I am like, yeah, use my credentials in this meeting. I earned them. They're important. Like they're part of the reason why you hired me. Um, and it's not like in every work meeting that I do that, right? Like my close colleagues or people I work with on a day-to-day basis, no, I don't make them say doctor or whatever. But like, if I'm meeting somebody new, I always start with, hey, I'm Doctor such and such, I'm Doctor Isaiah Spencer, right? And and then informal communications, people will be like, um, people typically use like Doctor Spencer, or my full name is Spencer Williams, so Doctor Spencer Williams. ISA, like the Bible. Yeah, it's spelled like the Bible. Um, but so like when I'm talking to students and stuff, I always introduce myself as Doctor Spencer. Or yeah, mainly I just do Dr. Spencer. It's easier, and that's my preferred last name out of my two. But yeah, I have my students, whenever I'm talking to students, I have them call me Dr. Spencer, just as like a whoa Galarian Ponyta. Shadow Galarian Ponyta. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's kind of busted. Wait. No Dr. Spence. Again, it depends, right? I have some friends who refer to me as, like, they'll call me Spence as a nickname, and so they'll be like, oh, Dr. Spence. Some of my close students will, like, some of the students that I like have a close relationship with, like mentor mentee relationship with, they'll call me Dr. Isaiah, or they'll call me Dr. Spence. But yeah, if you're, it's like, it's kind of one of them things. Is like, if I don't know you all like that, yeah, you gonna use them credentials. And then of course, like the people who I do know, like, I'll be like, yeah, it's fine, just call me Isaiah, whatever, call me Zay, call me Prof, whatever you want to call me, you know. And they'll be like, nah, they're guy like you. They're like, nah, you earned that, so we gonna call you by, we gonna call you doctor. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, that works as well. Why RoboCop hold him like that, man? He getting kidnapped over here. You know, the typical Pokemon theme of the adults can't do anything right, and so the children have to save the day. So I gotta save this man. Snag ball. This is one of my favorite. Like, I wish, because I know in Scarlet and Violet you can do you can change your throwing style for the Pokeballs. I wish they implemented this specific throwing animation into the game. That would have been so sick, because this is one of my favorite ways to throw a Pokeball. Like, that spin and everything is so dramatic. It has so much flair. It's tough. Was that my shadow Pokemon? Was a snag? Yeah, it was a snag. All right. What's something I would say to younger generation who's starting their journey to become a doctor? Oh, so much. So much. The first thing that comes to mind is just like, the first thing that comes to mind, if I was talking to a student and he was like, and I tell students this who are like, hey, I want to get my PhD, you know, what's a piece of advice or what's something you have to offer or share? Is like, at the end of the day, right, know why you're doing it, because when times get hard, right, that's what you're gonna fall back on. Like, you could be like, so I'll take myself for example, right? I'm super interested in water. I love water. I love drinking water. I love wastewater. I love stormwater. I love natural water. I just love water, right? Because I take my sip of water. I love water. I love working with water. I love the science of water. So hydrology. I love uh fluid dynamics, fate transport, all that. Even if I don't know everything about them, I just love learning about water. And although I have that strong passion for water in and of itself, there were plenty of times where, grad school, the journey got hard, and that wasn't enough. Like, the passion for it wasn't enough to get me through. There were plenty of days I woke up and it's like, yeah, I love water, but like, I don't like the phase of the journey that I'm in right now. And it's unfortunate because the thing you're doing, the thing that you're passionate about, right? So I'm doing a lot of work with water and microbiology and water. And I'm like, well, I'm not happy with this. So my passion for water ain't going to carry me through. So I always tell people and one of the things I ask people is like, well, what's your why? Why are you getting a PhD? Why are you getting a master's? Right. And I think that's super important for people to identify early on, ideally within the first like month or two of them doing it, really, they should know before they even apply why they're doing it, because that'll help them, write their personal statements and all that good stuff, all their application materials. But you get in, and it's like, first thing I'm telling you is figure out that why, and it better be a really good reason. So like when I started, even though I had a passion for water and stuff, my reason for getting a PhD is because I wanted to be a professor. Coming out of undergrad, I was like, yo, I really enjoy teaching. I want to be a college professor. High school, I didn't want to be a high school teacher because I was like, I don't really like high schoolers all like that. Like I could tolerate them, I could deal with them, they're fun. But I really like college students, because there's, you're an adult, you make your own decisions. But we get to have, I think more real conversations, right? Where your brain's still not fully developed, because you start college when you're like 18, 19, but you're on your way to that. And I just think that's a very interesting time in life. So I was like, yeah, I want to be a college professor. Well, at the time, I was like, to be a college professor, I got to get a PhD if I want to do that. Not, and it's not that I didn't realize that there were other paths. I knew, but I was just very tunnel visioned and set on like, I want to be the professor with the doctorate. I want to have my own research lab. I want to be able to mentor the students, teach the classes, do the whole shebang, right? The whole 9 yards in that manner. So that was my why. And so when it came down to it, when things got really hard during my graduate school journey, that's a lot of what I lent on. There were times where I was like, I don't want to do the research right now. Research isn't really what I'm passionate about. It's kind of like a means to an end. Like I'm interested, but like passionate, like very much so like I could stay up all night doing this stuff. It wasn't the research, it was the teaching. And so when things got hard, I would try and find a way. So I was lucky to have a mentor who was getting close to retirement, and so he let me teach some of his classes. And so that was like, that kept me going. When things got hard in the lab, I was like, okay, well, I have to get through this, because I have to finish this paper this afternoon, because when I go home tonight, I have to prepare all the slides for my class tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna be up all night preparing those slides, but that's okay because I really love doing it. So figuring out that the passion beyond the passion, if you will, is my number one tip for students starting their graduate school journey. Another one that I would say is to I don't want to say it in a way that sounds negative, but for lack of better phrasing, it's just like, get therapy, like get enrolled in therapy, and not because there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with it just because there's something wrong with you, like, no. But I was in therapy while I was in grad school, and I didn't get in therapy. I had 2 stints of therapy while I was in grad school. One like midway through, and then one towards the end of my graduate school journey. And both times it was so helpful to just have an objective person who doesn't really know me beyond what we talk about in the sessions and how we get to know each other through the process of therapy. They don't know my background. They don't know where I grew up. They don't know how I grew up. They don't know family. They're not a family friend. All of those things that could like bias, kind of shade how they saw things or how they interpreted things I was talking about. There was none of that. And so to be able to just talk to somebody who's sitting there from an objective lens and being like, yeah, well, what I hear you saying is this, and this thing is coming out, and that thing is coming out. And it's just like, wow, wait, I didn't even realize that all of that was there. Or, starting to not even starting, but feeling certain types of ways about situations that happened, and I didn't realize I felt a certain type of way until I started talking it out and being like, oh wait, I am actually upset about that, or wow, no, that actually did hurt my feelings. And then being able to name it for myself, that being the biggest piece of it, and then making that decision and like, okay, then what am I going to do with it? Am I going to let it go? Or as we're playing XD Gale of Darkness, man. Hey, I appreciate that sub, Majin. I appreciate you, brother. Um, what was I talking about? Therapy. Oh, yeah, having that objective mindset, being able to name certain things for myself, right? And then um making the decision like, okay, am I gonna do something with that? Like, am I gonna go talk to that person and tell them how I really feel? Or I named it and it is what it is, and do I just let it go now, you know? So being able to have that objective person talk some of those out. That was more so like what my first stint in therapy helped me do a lot of. My second stint in therapy really helped me with, like, even though I still have it a good bit, but like social anxiety and just, I guess, being honest with myself. That's what my second stint in therapy really helped with a lot, and overcoming just things I was dealing with mentally through the graduate school process, and things that were outside of the graduate school process but still were impacting it because they happened during graduate school. So yeah, that's the second piece I would give, is get yourself into therapy as soon as you can, right? Or as soon as you need it. Don't wait. Don't try and tell people, don't try and tough it out and be like, no, I don't need that. I'm good. I'm good. Because this the thing about grad school too, and something I don't think we tell the students enough. And I try to tell people I mentor, who say they want to go to graduate school. I'm like, it's just like anything else, right? You know, you come out of high school, you feel on top of the world, right? You come out of grade school, you feel on top of the world. Well, maybe not grade school, but high school, you kind of feel on top of the world, right? And then you get to college, and then you realize you're a big fish in an even bigger pond, right? Whereas your high school, you were a big fish in a small pond. Get to college, big fish in an even bigger pond, and you grow and adapt like sharks, right? And you fill that space. But the thing about it is, you go and you go through college, you graduate. Guess what? You're big fish. You're at the top of the totem pole again. And then whether or not you go to industry, corporate, or you go to academia, guess what? You're a big fish in an even bigger and more nuanced and more niche pond now. It's not even that it's bigger. A lot of times it's just now it's more niche and more specialized. And so what made you big fish in your last pond, it's probably not going to make you big fish here. Like, pieces of it will. And that's okay, because that's part of the journey. You got to rediscover who you are and who you are in that new space. And I think therapy and just mental health, right, is super important to take care of in all of that. So that's why I advocate for getting a therapist or getting into therapy as soon as you feel like you need it, right? Because the other side of it too is like, I'm a person of community. Right? I have a big community, pretty big community of people who I could like talk to and stuff. But like, they're people too, and they're going through their own stuff in life. And so like, not everybody can hold everything at the same time, right? So it's, whoa, Hisuian Electrode? Shadow Hisuian Electrode. What? Flygon. Oh my god. I'm so upset Flygon didn't get a mega. I'm hurt. I'm waiting. I've been waiting. I'm still waiting. What is he fighting electric? Fighting ground? I think Zangoose is fighting electric in this game. That's crazy. Dark electric maybe? Ooh, I'm interested. Okay, your power, where does it come from? Before I got distracted by Hisuian and Electrode, what was I talking about? Big fish, smaller ponds, more specialized ponds, therapy, mental health. Yeah, all that. So yeah, my top two, know your why, and then when mental health starts to become a challenge for you, right? Seek help. Seek the help you need immediately. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you anything less than. It actually, in my opinion, makes you super strong for realizing that you need help and to speak up and say you need help, right? So those are my top two things that I would say to people who want to start the journey to become a doctor. And then smaller things too, right? Just realize that, and I'll say it as one of my mentors said to me, at some point you gonna hate the process, because unfortunately that's how the process is designed. You just gonna hate it, and so you gotta kind of you just get your union card. That's how my mentors always said it to me. They was like, bro, just get the union card, right? You can go do whatever you want to do. You can go save the world afterwards, right? But just get the union card, get the thing, get the piece of paper, so that you can go out and save the world and do it in your own way and do it on your own terms, right? You just gotta get it's not a qualification, even though we use that term, right, in the industry, but because you're already qualified, your ideas valid, all that good stuff. If you really thought them out and done the work, yeah, you're valid in that regard. So I'm like, it's not don't look at it as like, oh, I have to get this so I can be qualified to do this. No, I know people who ain't got a doctorate and they doing great and amazing things, saving the world, life-changing things. So it's not about a qualification like that. It's just, if you want to move up in certain systems, it's like you gotta play the game, right? Just like video games in general, like there's certain rules that you can't break them. We as a society ain't ready to break them, so you gotta play the game. But yeah, I appreciate you for asking, Majin. Yeah, always happy to talk about grad school, uh, doctorate journey, anything about the doctorate, my specific doctorate journey, just general advice for the doctorate or even masters. And I think I got my masters along the way to my doctorate. But I there are people who are just like, I just want to get my master's. Like my homeboy, one of my best friends, he got his master's and he stopped. And he was like, I'm not doing all that, all that extra stuff that they be having us do for the PhD. I ain't doing that. So so I do get Eevee at some point. I don't know. I might go with Vaporeon this time just because Storm Drain is such a good ability. Filter kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Super Luck is kind of cool, but like, does Espeon get any like critical hit moves? I don't know. Can I come back? Wait, I have to choose? Dang. That's what I get for just kind of clicking. What do I want? I think I want Espeon. But like I always go with Espeon. So when I first played my first ever playthrough of XD Darkness, I actually went with Jolteon. I've done a run with Flareon. I've done a run with Umbreon, and Umbreon's like a defensive tank, really. But we have Mightyena, but we're gonna be switching it around. Espeon's just so good. We're taking the Sunstone. No. Oh, okay. I was hoping I could like say no and then come back later and choose it. Yeah, we'll take the Sunstone. But yeah, I'm always happy to talk about grad school, doctorate, what I do for research. I can't. I can tell you generally what I do for work now and like types of things I work on. I can't tell you what I actually do. Um, but yeah, always happy to talk about that stuff. I think it's super important to have those conversations. We don't have them enough. This is also one of my favorite mechanics in these games is these bridges. It's just like, yes. Like just the things in the world that are just so like the interactables are so good in these games. The machine part, where's Grandpa? He's gone off. Grandpa gets excited over some mechanical thing. He's off like a shot. I'll find the machine part for you. All right, cool. Grandpa should be so lucky to have a caring grandson like me looking after him. That's funny. I was asking you to get put. Oh, yeah. No, I appreciate that too. Yeah, I definitely will make sure. I need to like get that set up in some way to where like when there are moments on stream, I can just like say clip it and it does it. I don't have that set up. I need to figure out how to get that set up. So that way then I don't have to just go scrub through the whole VOD. I mean, it helps that I've cut down my streaming to like I limit my sessions to like 2.5 hours, so it's not as long to go through, but still, I think it'd be super helpful. Don't want to be a doctor, hate school, thinking about going back in the future. I feel that. I feel school is, in my humble opinion, school is not what it needs to be. Like there's so many things that you don't learn in school that would be so valuable, like and unless you go to like a certain school district or you just so happen to have, do we have Pokemon Center here? Is there a Pokemon Center in Gameport? Unless you go to like a certain school district or you take the classes in college that are specific to some of the things that you actually need to know in the world, like taxes. Like I think in high school, I think I had like a financial type of class. Maybe I can't recall fully, but like, and even that, I don't think it was like a class, right? I think it was just something one of my teachers added into their curriculum because they were like, it's important, you should know these things. I'm like, yeah, I agree. And then in college, right, especially like I think it's hard if you, depending on what major you choose, you have certain requirements and stuff, so you have to fill out those requirements, so it can be hard. I got the hiccups, excuse me. To find the time to like go learn the things you need to learn. But like I'm talking the skills, man, the taxes, your finance stuff. One of my big gripes with engineering, and they're getting better with it. I think it's very discipline specific. having more hands-on stuff. I know in my engineering classes, they were all like design focused. Um, and a piece of that was because I'm a civil and environmental engineer. So a lot of our work, is like treatment plants, buildings, roads, all that stuff. So we kind of have to know how to design. But I had friends and stuff who also were like, I just want some more like hands-on experience. And I know like they try to incorporate that with like the co-ops and the internships and stuff. But I'm always a big fan of incorporating that stuff directly into the classroom when you can, and incorporating more of it into the classroom. Let's see. There's a plugin when you can hotkey it. Oh, bet. Can you send me the name of that plugin? You drop it here in chat or message me on Discord. One or two, Instagram, whatever. Doesn't matter. That would be very helpful. Please and thank you. Started around 51-minute mark. Okay, bet. I do know. I know. When I went to engineering, I liked it. It's the other class I didn't like. Like, I just wanted to do this for me. I want to work. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that too, yeah. Electronic. Oh, okay. So, like, electronics, like parts. Like, like, I say parts. But parts like machinery parts and stuff like that. Robotics. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's... Thank you. I was struggling to get the word out. I'm like, machinery parts. Yes, like robotics and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. I don't have it. I have a replay plugin. Oh, and never use... Ah, I see. Okay. Just wait. Memos. Okay, thanks. Give me the memos. But no, that's cool. That's cool. So did you get to, like, build... Like, could you build me a working robot? Like, you see the robots in like some of them videos, like who is it, like Boston Dynamics and stuff. They be having the robots that be doing the karate kicks and flips and stuff. Could you build something like that? Oh, you built a drone. Oh, that's sick. That's super dope. You still have it? I would assume so. And is it like just drone just flies around, or like did you put a camera on it and stuff too? All right, we got the part. We gonna come back over here. Am I? Here's machine part. Been out of it for like 5 years, so that's why I want to go back to school. I feel it. I feel it. It's like the return, a calling back to what you once did and what you once know. Okay. Purification ceremony. If purify chamber were ready, we could go through ceremony there. It looks like a little more time. I think your shadow Pokemon should go through the purification ceremony. Okay, yeah, now we gotta go to Agate. I remember this. Yes, I will go to Agate. Was gonna do more with it and add an Xbox Connect to do room mapping. Oh, that'd be so sick. But also got lazy. Hey, I feel that too. Like, I've just been getting back into poetry and spoken word, because I did a lot of that while I was in grad school. And then when I moved for my job out of grad school, I kind of fell off of it a little bit. And then earlier this week, I went to an open mic and performed some poetry and stuff. So I feel that part of me, while I fell off of it, I got lazy too. It was just like, I don't feel like doing it. So I get you 100% on the just getting lazy piece of it. Let's see. Aura booster. Shadow Pulse, Shadow Snooze. That may cause flinching. That's interesting. What's the aura booster? Can I take that? What is that? Oop, I keep clicking. Item. Take. What is the aura booster? Ponyta got mad aura. Slightly boost the power of a shadow Pokemon's moves. Oh, Poetic Justice. Poetic Justice. That's a great song. Actually, we gonna play that. Let me where that. We gonna go ahead and play that good old song. Dang. 12 years ago. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh, I forgot I turned these. High. Hands up high. Oh, let me turn the music down. Y'all should be able to hear it. Go. I got y'all. Oh. High maintenance. Alright. We can get this aura booster back. This sample too is just Poetic Justice sample is so good. Alright, where we going? We gotta go to Agate now. Going party. They say conversation. Alright, we'll do Agate. And then keep it moving. Okay, energy powder, that's pretty good. Now, the real thing is, are we still gonna have single battles? Or are we getting double battles now? Yeah, let's battle. Get it. Yay! Finally, we get double battles. Okay. Now we can really cook. He sounds so young in this. 12 years ago, it's crazy. It's like, I can't believe it's been 12 years since this came out. Because this was on, yeah, this was on Good Kid, Mad City, right? Yeah. Whoop. Good God. Alright, let's see. We low kick the Zigzagoon. We are so under leveled. And then let's disarming voice because we hit both. Nice. What was that? Oh, I'm fighting type. Wait. I forgot about that. Alright, we'll swap this. And then, probably just baby dollize the Spearow. Reteaching yourself from the ground up. But you don't have the patience anymore. That's how it'd be. There's a lot of things I don't have patience for anymore either. And I'm just like, I think part of it too is just as you keep growing, right, you just realize how valuable your time is, and you're just like, bro, I don't got time to waste. Like, I got things to do. You trying to balance work, you trying to balance, if you got a partner, you got kids, your own hobbies, and just life in general, chores around the house or the apartment, whatever. Like, it's a lot. So I feel you on that patience thing. It is very difficult to just be like, have the same like level of patience to be like, all right, I'm gonna carve out all this time, and I'm gonna start from the bottom, and then I'm gonna work my way up and go through all these modules. And it's like, you can do it, right? But it can, I I feel you on the difficulty in having the patience to be like, all right, let's take time. And that's something I've been working on this year, and like keep telling myself like it's okay to be a beginner again. But even then, I still tell myself that. I still be getting mad when stuff don't be working. Like, nah, I want it to work, and I want it to work now. All right. Sandstorm. What are these moves? So, this one thing I'm gonna say, off top, I don't like about this mod is the fact that we're so under level. Like, I just don't understand why we started with level ones. I'm a little like, why? Like, I don't know why. Maybe I'll helping hand and we'll try to knock something out. Yeah, I just don't understand why they made us start with level ones. Oh my gosh, we're missing. We're just missing. Okay. And there's a sandstorm up. Maybe I should put something to sleep, right? I probably need to put the Zigzagoon to sleep. And then I probably need to... Maybe Return will do more damage on... I don't even know who's the biggest threat right now. I guess it's the Zigzagoon, because... Yeah, he just keeps doing Mud Slap and lowering accuracy. Crazy part is I still have multimeters, power supply, oscilloscopes. Oh, damn. Oh, you got the whole setup. You's ready to go. But the thing about it is, too, I feel you on that. You just like, man, like, I don't want to go back and start over and like have to work through it all again. But the one thing I have learned is like, once you get going and like really get going, oh, you just gonna be unstoppable. It's just, you just gotta get over that first hump. You gotta just like, what is it in chemistry? It's like the activation energy for like reactions and stuff. Every reaction has a certain amount of energy it has to overcome before the reaction actually starts. Same thing with us, right? It's like once you get over that little initial hump, you just gonna be off to the races, zoom in. The next thing we know, we gonna have, I'ma see, I'ma see on somebody's story that you done built a robot that's doing all types of tricks and stuff. And I'm like, see, there he go. We was talking about that in stream that one day. I love that. I'm gonna paralyze you. That's good damage. Okay. That's a good paralysis. Slows it down a bit too. Okay, so let's Shadow Pulse Zigzagoon again and kill it. And then let's start returning Spearow. That's good that it's sleeping again. Hit your move. Thank you. Bought them when you were in school. Redid everything you did in class at home. Did testing and oh, that's what's up. So you got a little home lab. I love that. And that's always the fun part too. Is like when you learn the stuff, and then you can go home and do your own stuff with it. But then you can do even more stuff, like the stuff they don't let you do in class because they're like, hey, we got curriculum to get through. You go home and have the equipment. You just mess around with all different types of stuff. That was one of the really fun pieces that I liked about grad school and working in the lab. At some points, is like we get towards the end of projects and we would have money left over sometimes. And it's like, all right, we got to buy stuff, like what we want to do. And either we add on to, you know, the work that we did and just figure something out. Like just figure out another question we wanted to ask and just add it on. Or, you know, it'd be like, all right, we're just going to buy supplies with this money. So, you know, figure out what you need. But then you'd be in the lab and just like you let your imagination take over and get creative and be like, huh, I wonder, what if I did this? And what if I looked at this from this lens? And that's the best part about all of that type of stuff. I can't switch Poochie in and out, right? So I should heal if I don't want it to faint. Hit your shot. Hit your shot. That's what I'm talking about. Hopefully, good. I feel like this battle was unnecessarily long. Super Fang? Yes. Over what though? Return only has 10 base power in this? I feel like Return gotta go. When you were in Nestless, you were on it. Just lazy. I feel it. I feel it, bro. I understand completely. It's hard to get that like spark back too. Once you've been out of it for so long. There's a certification that I'm starting to study for, and because I have to take an exam to get the certification, and I've been talking to other people who already have the certification, and they're all like, dude, within like your first year of working, take that exam and get that certification, because the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to like carve out the time to study and do all the things that you know you can do and you were used to doing when you were in the like mindset of being in school and all that. So I get you. Okay, Vulpix, Fire and Ice. Drought is sick. Is it Fire Psychic? Oh, that's cool. Oh, That's actually really good. So we'll pursue the Vulpix, and then we're just gonna helping hand pursuit. We're gonna try and take out Vulpix first. Okay, you went for Skitty. Just fine. Let's see how much that does. It does 8. Rock Throw. That does 4. Alright, we'll swap Skitty out. See how much that does. Okay. Does a good bit. We shall Pursuit again. We're gonna swap Skitty out and put Ponyta in. I knew that was coming. Not the crit, but I knew the Ice Shard was coming. Nice. Alright, Vulpix down. Now we just have to get Snorunt. Skitty to level 4. Alright, now we can low kick and we can Shadow Pulse. And the ice moves aren't doing as much damage because we're in Sun. So that works. Bow. Alright, Poochyena, do it. Okay, alright. I'm assuming it uses... Oh no, it didn't use Ice Shard again. I guess it went for Rock Throw. Okay. Nice. Now we go heal again, and we go in battle. One more again. And then we'll actually kind of progress the story a little bit. Do you want to battle? Oh, you don't want to battle. Okay. We'll grab this item then. I can't get up. Okay. A revival herb. That's good. I know she doesn't want to battle down there. Maybe we'll just progress the story now since we're here. I'm Bella. Did you want something? Oh, Egan, you say? Come calling to see my husband. Are you perhaps Prof? Yes, indeed. Yes, ma'am, I am. I've got word about you. We understand you want to purify shadow Pokemon. Should have seen his excitement, enthusiasm. This calls for my services. He went off running to who knows where. He hasn't come back since. And there he is. He moving good for his old age. Got everything ready. Excuse me. Our guest has just arrived. Hello, I'm here. Fear not. I am here. I've been watching My Hero lately. Getting caught up. Because I saw the news today. I mean, I saw it today. I don't know if it actually came out today. But I saw that they're going to, I think in May, they're going to do another episode that's like after the conclusion of season, what is it? The final season, season 8. Which I'm not there yet. I am still, where am I at? I think I have like 2 episodes left in season 7. So, you know, they're fighting Shigaraki. All for One is All for One. That's all I'll say about it, just in case anybody is watching and hasn't gotten to that point. and I don't want to spoil it for people. But All for One is All for One. But yeah, I'm at the end of season 7, so I'm pretty close to finishing up, which would be good, and then I can move on. I have to finish Magi, Agi, Magi. I think it's Magi. I have to finish that as well. I think I finished Hell's Paradise already, and that was really good. You know, it was fun. Dimply actually put me on to Hell's Paradise, and I didn't think I would like it at first, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to it's season 2, right? Which is supposed to come out this month, I think. I'm looking forward to that, and then I know JJK released today. The first episode of the new season released today, so I gotta watch that. I finished Gachi Akuta, which was good, very very good. I think I'm gonna read Gachi Akuta, because it was the series was just so good, and I'm like, I can't wait for them to animate it. It's kind of what happened with Attack on Titan. You know how they took forever to animate the final season, and then they did that whole bullcrap final season, part 1, part 2, whatever, however many parts there was. I was just like, I'm just gonna read the ending of it, and I still haven't watched the final episodes of Attack on Titan. But I will go back and watch the fight. If I read Gachi Akuta, I will go back and watch when it's released, because it's just, they did such a good job. Hell's Paradise was the shit. Yeah, man, it was so good. I was skeptical at first, because Dimply and I had talked about it, because I was talking about anime one day, and she had mentioned she had been watching Hell's Paradise, and that was one she really liked. And I was like, oh, well, what's it about? And she told me, and I was like, all right, well, I don't know. We'll see. And then I tried it out, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Hold on. It was just crazy. Just how, first of all, what are they? I don't even. They're the gods, the angel. What are they called? The Tenzin? Is that what they're called? But them transforming from man to woman, because they control the Tao and everything. I was just like, this is crazy. And some of them scenes with film, it was just like, what's going on? I don't understand. But then Gabi is the GOAT. I forget the girl's name. Not the Kunoichi. The Asaimon, who was Gabi's executioner. She's tough too. She just need to get out of her head so she can be a beast. The blind dude, total beast. And I won't say any more about other things, because I think anything else I have to say is kind of spoilerish, and so if there's somebody who hasn't watched it, I don't want to spoil it for you. But it is very good. You're in for a treat. What do I want to get rid of? I don't think I need, Screech would be helpful for. What's his name? Puchiena. I don't know. I don't think I want Screech. All right. We will Super Fang, and then we will. I guess I should have Shadow. Yeah, because Mud Slap isn't doing a dang thing. Our Mons are so weak. Oh, Rage Mode. I'm glad they kept that. Okay. Nice. There's Rage Mode. Alright, so we have to call Ponyta. So we will it's gonna, I guess Super Fang will do more damage. It'll just half it, right? Call Ponyta to get it out of Rage Mode. Nice. Ponyta is almost ready to open the door to its heart, so we can purify it. Paralyzed is fine. I swear, I feel so unlucky when I play Pokemon on stream. I feel like I just get hit. Even if I don't like, even if it's not like paralyzed after paralyzed after paralyzed, like turn-wise, I just feel like I'm so unlucky when it comes to like actually getting the status conditions. It'd be like, Peachy, use Thundershock. Yep, you're paralyzed now. It's like, bro, I can't win for losing. Like, what is this? All right, let's heal, and then we shall. I think we can go down there now, but honestly, I don't know if I really want to go down there. I feel like I'm gonna get mollywopped if I go down there. I need another Mon. That's what I really need. Soon we do get the I think it's after this we get to go to the Cypher Lab, and then we will we can catch like 6 Pokemon back to back to back. So we'll get some Pokemon soon. Let's see. Thunderstone. Okay, so it's good to know that I can buy the stones. So it makes, I guess, I'm assuming I can get an Eevee. Some way, somehow. Excuse me. We buy 5 of those. We can't buy Pokeballs. Which, I mean, we don't need Pokeballs because they gave us 50 to start off with. But it's just something to note. Let's go in here. I think there's somebody we can battle in here. Soothe Bell? Okay. I'm the move tutor. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Draco Meteor. Wide Guard. The Elemental Punches. Icy Wind. Snarl. Rain Dance. Okay. Okay. Alright. Bright Powder. It's kind of nice. Alright, I guess we do just have to go down to start the... It's like a battle. It's like a back-to-back of 4 battles in a row, I believe. Which is good. I mean, it'll get Ponyta to open the door to its heart. It'll give us some levels, too. I was just hoping we could fight one more person. Oh, him. I think it's him I was looking for. I think we can fight him. Yeah, we can. All right, yeah. So we'll fight him. And then we'll go down to start the process to get to the Relic Stone. I think that's what it's called, the Relic Stone, where we purify our Pokemon. Oh, Makuhita got Intimidate as well. I like that. I'm actually gonna swap Poochyena out and send in Ponyta. And then I'm going to Disarming Voice. Skitty should feast here. Especially on that especially on that Makuhita, I think I saw was dark fighting. No, it's just pure fighting. Never mind. Power up punch. Okay. I'm assuming Makuhita is going to do something into that slot as well, because that's where the Poochyena was, so you're targeting down that type advantage, which is nice. So I swap Ponyta in. Alright, now we can Shadow Pulse the Makuhita and Disarming Voice. And we should knock both of them out here. Hopefully. Oh, Makuhita on 1. Alright, that's fine. Alright, Skitty level 6. Now you're gonna target Skitty? Yeah, because it's neutral. Yeah. Figured. I figured. I can't believe they gave us a Galarian Ponyta out the gate. Okay, Poochyena level 7. Okay. Alright. I feel good about going into the... Yeah, it is called the Relic Stone. Ponyta can now be purified. Alright, great. I feel good about going into these consecutive, like they're not like Elite Four consecutive where you can't leave. Like I can always run back to the PC, but I just kind of like to not do that, you know, just go straight through. All right. Must be Prof. Yep, that's me. I am him. All right, and then we battle our way through these caves. Yes. So wait, they say we battle shadow Pokemon here. They don't have shadow Pokemon. They can't. I don't think they would be allowed to. Nah, I went to bed like super late last night. I went to bed at like 1:30. Man, that's probably not super late for some people, but like, is Shuckle dark bug? Or is that rock? Is that brown or black? It's brown. It's rock bug. Okay. Let's see what I want to do. I mean, Ponyta's not really good into the Shuckle either. Actually, we Super Fang the Shuckle, right? Cut its health in half, and then I'm just gonna Disarming Voice, I guess. Yeah, it's guaranteed to take it down to half, which is... we're not going to be hitting Shuckle hard anyway. It's super tanky even at these low levels. And our mons just don't do enough damage at all. Oh, but I was saying I went to bed at like 1:30. And I'm saying, you know, it might not be late for some people. It's later than I usually go to bed. Usually going to bed at like 11 or so. And so I was definitely dragging today. When I woke up, I was like, oh brother. Pursuit might be the answer. We need to get Shuckle out of here because it's just gonna sit there and be obnoxious and do anything. Actually, Ponyta might have been the answer. I was thinking about it just from a type matchup perspective, but It's a shadow Pokemon, right? So all right. Look, Shuckle's kind of heavy, right? And then we'll swap out into Ponyta on Skitty. See, does it kill? No. He leaves it on 1. Alright. Poochyena about to die too. Dang. That's a problem. Only 2. I guess I have to heal. I have to heal. I healed the wrong mon. Okay. Dang, that's unfortunate. Does Mud Slap hit both? No. I mean, just get rid of the Shuckle. It's about to die anyway. Dang. I healed the Skitty, and I meant to heal the Poochyena. I mean, at least he'll get that XP and level up. Poison Fang, yes. How strong is that move? Base power 50. Okay. I like Super Fang to half the health. Maybe we get rid of Glare. Skitty to level 7, yeah. Okay. Confusion, yes. Give me some better moves. I'm actually gonna get rid of Return. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Return. Just doesn't do enough. Skitty's more of a special attacker anyway. Alright, Powder Snow. See you later, Poochyena. Faithful Servant. Faithful Companion. Not Servant. Do. Oh, you have another one. You do have Shadow Pokemon. Wait. That's new. Dang it. Of course I don't have freaking Super Fang. Yeah, that's so new. They didn't have Shadow Pokemon in the original. Let's go. We need to get rid of this Snorunt. So I think we just target. Actually, I'm gonna put Swinub to sleep. Good dodge. Yeah, go to sleep. Rage mode sucks though. Because Powder Snow is hitting like a truck. So I think this turn we have to heal Ponyta. Yeah, we have to heal Ponyta. And we're frozen? Just not doing enough. Frozen? That's what I'm talking about. Like, off of Powder Snow. Like, if it was like an Ice Beam or if it was a Blizzard, okay, sure. But off of Powder Snow, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'd be so unlucky. You're frozen. So, like, I might as well use its turn to heal itself. Sheesh. I need... confuse on this snow run. It won't accept the item. Oh my god, we're gonna lose this battle. That's crazy. Okay, so what I have to do... Well, no, it's not gonna accept the item until I call it. So is it worth it to just let it go down and bring back Poochyena? I feel like that's just bad, right? I feel like that's not the play. But at the same time, I feel like it is the play. If I don't like this is if I don't want to lose, right? I mean, it's not a deathless run or anything like that. But if I don't want to lose the battle, that's so annoying. Okay. I think that's the play. We're gonna do that. We're gonna make that the play. Good. You stay asleep. We don't need you causing problems. Give me a confuse, please. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, we can bring up Poochyena now. We can low kick. Swinub's kind of heavy. So we can actually, I'm gonna helping hand and I'm gonna low kick Snorunt. It's so weird coming back to this game. I haven't played a lot of like competitive VGC recently, but it's so weird coming back to this with like some of that knowledge too, and like trying to think about stuff from like that perspective is very interesting. Frozen. Hey, be quiet for a little bit because like oh, I should super fang. Yeah, okay, I think we're in good catching range now. Oh, it freezes on purpose. Like that's what it does. It freezes. Okay, never mind. I thought it did damage. And I just like got unlucky with the freeze. No, it freezes. Okay. All right. Cool. I don't feel as bad about it anymore then. Poochyena, you super fang again if it doesn't get caught. Nice. I can't believe these folks got shadow Pokemon. And the fact that we get to snag them too is kind of crazy. All the shadow Pokemon here were adopted from trainers that rescued them. We bond with them in hopes of opening their hearts. Battling you with your shadow Pokemon can open its heart. Please train them well. Okay. What do you have, Swinub? Big Shroom. Refrigerate. Shadow Faint. Shadow Freeze. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, Swinub is actually gonna be really fun. Alright, let's go up here, heal. And then I think we'll do one more. That's the other piece of this that I'm like getting used to, is like how slow these games play. I could bump the speed up and play on like 125%, 150%, but there's no there's no fun in rushing. You know? I think let's lead with those two. Bonita's already good to go. Yeah, let's battle. Yeah, I think this will be my last battle, and we'll save, and then we'll pick it up here again on. I haven't decided what all I'm doing next week. Shadow Pokemon out the gate. The Zubat. Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. But yeah, I haven't decided what I'm doing all next week yet. I'll figure that out like tomorrow, Saturday, and I'll post up the new schedule. I'm slated to play Stardew Valley again on Sunday, but we'll see. I may swap it out and may play this. It'll be. I think I'm gonna play Stardew Valley, because I do know I will not be streaming. I won't say I won't. It's unlikely. It's highly unlikely that I'll be streaming on Monday, because I am a Steelers fan and the Steelers play the Texans on Monday, wild card game. So I'm gonna be locked in for that. So we might not pick this up again until next Thursday. But I might stream, since I won't stream Monday, I might stream Tuesday. So we might do this on Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure it out this weekend, and follow me on my socials and all that, and you'll see what I'm playing when, and when I'm doing what, and all that good stuff. All right. So for this, let's go Pursuit on the Shuppet, and let's just freeze the Zubat. Oh, they made it Ghost Fairy. Ghost Fairy. Okay. Shadow Scream. Oh my. Okay, it did 9. So it's like Snarl. Lower special attack. Okay, it dodged. Lick. Why is that the animation for Lick? Alright, well, it's, oh, well, this is gonna be neutral too, but maybe it'll do a little bit more. We want to freeze this Zubat so we can catch it, though. Poison it. Let me see poison. Yes. Badly poisoned, too. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Swinub. Freeze it. That's what I'm talking about. This is such a goofy animation. Okay. We'll Poison Fang it again. Actually, I'm gonna Super Fang the Zubat, and then I'm gonna Shadow Fang the Shuppet. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Stay frozen. Nice. Alright, Talo. We will, for the Talo, we will... think we'll just Poison Fang again. And Shadow Fate. That's good damage. Maybe I should have went Pursuit because it'll probably do more. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah, I think I don't know. Pursuit might not have killed. Oh, we get the poison, so we're good. Good stuff. I probably should have went Pursuit there for the stab, though. Probably would have secured the kill. Alright. So this Pokeball, catch this Zubat, and if it doesn't, we'll hit it with a Shadow Feint, and we'll be good. Nice. Love it. I love it. I love it. Alright, so we got a Zubat, a Swinub, a Poochyena, a Skitty, and a Ponyta, a Galarian Ponyta. It's quite the team. Alright, let's go heal up. And we'll save. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. And go. I'm probably just gonna go lay down. To be honest with y'all, I was tired, boss. I was tired. I'm tired, Grandpa. That's too bad. All right, got this game saved. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. For the Pokemon. Appreciate you coming through, hanging out, Majin, Dempsey, everybody else who was here lurking, stop through, first time, returner, whatever. I appreciate it all. I'll be back again on Sunday evening. Yeah, I'll be back again Sunday evening. Same time, 8 o'clock. We'll be playing more Stardew. We're heading into summertime in Stardew, so we have a lot of new crops to plant and mess around with. We'll have some new events in the summertime, and then also we get to do some farm layout work and all that good stuff. So I will see y'all then. Let me see who is streaming right now. I'm gonna send y'all over to somebody and take the good vibes over to them. Support the homies. Let's see who's still up. Lots of people are still up, to be honest with you. Wait. We ain't seen the beans in a minute, so I'm gonna send y'all over to the beans. Y'all go say what's up. And yeah, I will catch y'all on Sunday. Y'all have a great rest of y'all week. Have a great Friday. Power through rest of the week. Power through tomorrow. I say the rest of the week. Power through tomorrow. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on Sunday. Appreciate y'all. Say what's up to Beans for me. Peace.